Hey guys, today I have an Amana, which is made by Whirlpool, washer, and I've got a Whirlpool electric dryer I'm going to pair up with this. But first I've got this washer hooked up to water. We've got a load of jeans, towels, jackets, that kind of thing, just kind of your standard load of laundry going here. And it's filling up with water right now. We've got it set on the normal cycle, kind of right in here using both water valves on the warm setting. And it's going to fill up. I'm going to show you that it's going to agitate with full water submersion. You can kind of control that over here. We've got it on the super setting. Also, the thing that's really cool about this is it has a antimicrobial component protection, which is the coating that's on this. It's a darker color, and that's that coating that goes on it. So, like I said, we'll let that fill up, and then I'll come back and show you that it agitates. Then when it spins the water out, it's nice, smooth, and fast on that final spin cycle. Alright, so we have filled all the way up with water, and we're agitating. Of course, the lid switch works, obviously, you can see that. Now, tip on this agitator. You hear it running, and it has what I call the agitator kick, and you want it to have that noise. And what's happening here is this thing's moving clockwise, and then it kicks back and makes this kicking. That's what you want it to do. Now, if you have a washer like this and you have an agitator like this that spins freely clockwise, now if yours spins freely counterclockwise, then your agitator's not working and it's just sitting there and not doing anything. So it's very important that this only spins in one direction. A little tip there for you if you happen to have one like this. So sounds great, and we'll let it move on to draining and spinning next. Alright, coming into that final spin cycle now. It's draining that water out once again. And once it's done draining the water, it's going to switch over and start to spin and extract that water out so that those clothes will be nice and light when we move them over to the dryer. So I'll let it kind of finish this up and get up to max speed, and we'll come back for that. Alright, just about max speed. As you can see in here, sounds great. Nice smooth operation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this lid up really fast. You'll be able to see that it is spinning and everything's moving like it's supposed to. Of course, the lid switch is going to kick in and it's going to shut the machine down, but you'll be able to see that it is spinning nice and fast. And here we go. There you go. So I will let that get back up to speed, finish spinning those out. We'll move them over to the dryer and show you that the dryer is working perfectly. All right, now the washer is finished up. There it is, cleaned out. Go ahead and close that there. Now on the dryer, we've got the clothes moved over there. Nice bright light, everything's nice and clean. Close that up. And we'll just go ahead and set this to heavy dry on the time cycle. Max out the heat there. Wrinkle shield, you can turn that off or on. And then you also have, you can turn the cycle signal on or off. That's real nice. I like that if you have kids or dogs or anything like that. Over here you do have a sensor dry, so it's an automatic dry, and then wrinkle shield here, which gives you, I think, an extra 40 to 60 minutes where it's going to intermittently dry. Give you time to get back to it before any wrinkles set in. So anyway, we're just going to set it there. There you go. Kind of listen to that for a second. Then I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. So with my temperature gun here, right in between those two red dots, takes a surface temperature measurement. It's about 66 there on the dryer. It's about 61 on the concrete floor. So we'll give that just another minute. These two look pretty good sitting side by side. All right, we'll go ahead and open this up. It should be long enough to get the heating element engaged. So we're gonna shine this right inside the heating element tube. You can see plenty of heat pumping out of that tube right there. Now that in turn is gonna heat the inside of your dryer anywhere from 95 up to 195 as it kind of heats up and gets moving. Also depends on what you have the heat setting at, but your air pumps in here, circles with the clothes, gets them nice and dry, exits there, which is why it's super important to make sure you change out the lint trap, which is right here. Before each load, you want to pull that out and pull the lint off of that one. Alright, I'll go ahead and get these listed up for sale. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, you guys have a great day.